Hello there and welcome once again to another smashing episode of Colors of India. This past week we had so many events that we were spoiled for choice. Now here is a quick look at the main ones. The Ananya Dance Fest, Usha Uthup on stage and Street Side Delights. The 5-day Ananya Festival was a visual treat and its mesmerizing setup worked to its advantage. As twilight descended, the majestic Purana Khela lit up and seemed to shine with the light of its own beauty. With the Archaeological Survey of India celebrating its 150th year, the old fort had become a perfect podium for the Ananya festival. This 5-day festival is an annual event with the obvious aim of promoting Indian classical arts. Odissi recital by Bijitrananda Swain and his group Rudraksh was another step in this direction.
The USP of India is not in its software or whatever else. It's in its heritage, classical dance, classical music, and Indian folk traditions. So I think what we are trying to do over here right from the beginning is we are trying to repackage Indian classical dance and make it more interesting and professional for newer generation and for tourists to enjoy.
Matching the subtlety of the fort, the sweet chime of the sitar rang in the air, marking the beginning of the Mangal Charan, a piece where the dancers offer their prayers to Lord Jagannath and welcomes the viewer to their performance. This was furthered by the Surya Stuti, in which they did the Surya Namaskar in salutation of the setting sun god.
पुराना चीज़ हमारा जो हज़ार साल पुराना हमारा हज़ार साल पुराना का जो मोनूमेंट्स है हमारे हज़ार सालों का जो डांस है नृत्य है जो होता है मंदिर में उसको मिला के जो कर रहे हैं बहुत अच्छा कर रहे हैं। और वो तो ऑफ कोर्स जैसे कि जैसे मेरे तरह यंग लोग जैसे यंग गुरु लोग इतना बड़े प्लेटफॉर्म में हमको जो प्रमोट किया जा रहे हैं तो बहुत बड़े अच्छे बात हम लोग के लिए।
The Pallavi, a pure dance piece, was performed on Rag Chandrika Kamodi. Here the rhythm of their music blended with the movements of the dancers and the piece explored the dancing techniques of Odissi.
It's It's definitely different because Kuchipudi is a lot more energetic because it's like Bharatnatyam. But Odissi on the other hand is more graceful and light, but it's very beautiful compared to Kuchipudi because yes, we do a lot of steps, but there's a different grace to what they do, and hence I think it was really nice.
Odissi revolves around spirituality and devotion, and the show ended with the Ashtapati. This piece brought out the bhavas of the dance style with the central theme revolving around Lord Krishna. Here we see an impatient Radha waiting for Krishna to return, and this wait makes her imagine things which are not true. This piece was based on Tal Madhurya. A good long look at dance cultures in a setting as monumental. Now that spells magic. The Creative Front is an organization that works with young and talented artists, and when we say young, we mean it. Art goes beyond the age factor and nurturing this talent through a colorful platform called Ankur, an exhibition of paintings by the vibrant youth, is the Creative Front. This organization aims to promote art in all sections of society.
हमारा ये जो छोटा ग्रुप का जो बच्चा है मतलब है तो सभी छोटा, इस लाइन में जो भी आता है नया वो 50 साल हो और 5 साल हो सभी छोटा होता है, क्योंकि जिसको बारे में नॉलेज ही नहीं है, बिल्कुल अलग टाइप का है, अपना सोच है। हम उसमें बच्चे का टैलेंट देखते हैं, कौन बच्चा किस टाइप का है उसी हिसाब से है। मतलब मेरा साथ जो ग्रुप में है, मतलब 4 साल के बच्चे का साथ जो 12 इयर्स का जो बच्चा है, क्लास 12 का बच्चा है, वो सब बच्चे एक साथ होता है।
Apart from the ongoing exhibition, Babul Basak has organized a workshop in the same venue. Children were given white t-shirts and allowed to paint to their heart's content. Free thinking and imaginative art evolved this way, and images of Michael Jackson in his signature pose, Lord Shiva in blue and many more were created.
My daughter has been learning art from this teacher, Bablu Basak sir, since the past 5 years. And now she's 10 and this is her 4th exhibition. And every year sir takes a lot of effort to put up this exhibition. She's got, I don't know how many places he teaches, but that is his profession other than being a painter.
There was another section which was dedicated to bolder strokes by the younger lot. And here the paintings represented various ideas. The colors were brighter and the strokes stronger and more daring. Also evident in every picture were the deep thoughts of these artists.
When I'm coming here, I'm looking all the paintings, and definitely it is going to be very, very informative for me, and I'm so proud that my child is a part of this exhibition. And every year, whenever I'm coming and I see so many beautiful paintings around here, and definitely, no doubt, wonderful opportunity for the kids.
Also on the wall were Babul's paintings, with the sun symbolizing the omnipresent source of energy. The horses and the red colors depicted power. For the little ones, it was about the exposure and the motivations that they got. And of course, we have interesting stories on the other side, but after a break. Coming up, a glimpse of Kathakali and some funky music. Welcome back. Geographical borders and international boundaries cannot contain art within its folds, and the Indian classical dance forms are a perfect example. It was the third International Dance Festival, and in the green room at Kamani Auditorium, Iran's Shima Mahdavi was adorning the Pachavesham. Her highlighted fingernails would reduce literary expressions and emphasize the mudras and the Angika Binay. The transformation was painstakingly slow, but at the end of it, she had become Kathakali's heroic character.
Other dance forms are mostly dance. They have also, like, they say their story, they have like facial movements and everything, but in Kathakali it's more drama, it's like more dramatic for me. And the movements are very strong, that is very interesting about it for me. Like first time when I saw my guru was dancing, I was like, oh, he is the hero, like for me it was really interesting.
Traditionally, a Kathakali recital can go on for hours, but here, due to the constraints of time, she presented the Purappadu. This piece was originally meant to hint the viewer about the story that would follow. Purappadu is an introductory dance with little or no acting involved.
Firstly, you see foreigners adopting to your Indian culture of dance and music, and doing very, very good job. And you realize, yes, so much of culture does exist in India too. It is not alone that you can just see on the screen. It is there otherwise, where people are coming here to learn and then performing and then intermixing their culture with our type of songs and our type of dances, and it is amazing, very good.
Backed by her accompanying artists on the Ilathalam, Maddalam and Chenda, Shima presented a fleeting glimpse of Kathakali to Delhi's urban audience. It is not easy to master Kathakali, but here is a foreign student who wants to give it a try. Now, speaking about borders, the German embassy recently had their Unification Day celebration, and here is a report. On the 3rd of October in 1990, Eastern and Western Germany were united as one country. The German Reunification Day was celebrated in style here in Delhi at the residence of the German ambassador to India.
Tonight we celebrate the German reunification. The fall of the Berlin Wall some 20 years ago marked not only one of the finest moments in Germany's history, it marked also the reunification of Europe. Dear friends, tonight we are also celebrating over 60 years of Indo-German diplomatic relations.
The East meets West concept and celebration theme was emphasized by Usha Uthup's music, which is known to symbolize a similar genre.
As the world is getting smaller and smaller, people are trying to fragment it into so many smaller pieces, and truly I feel music brings people together. And on a day like this where we're celebrating the reunification of Germany, I think it's fantastic that I get an opportunity to be a part of this, and for this I'm really grateful to His Excellency the Ambassador.
She, along with the German military band, performed some familiar tunes and the national anthems of both these countries. Conversations that lightly touched upon history, and it was a good evening. We are going to take a small break here, but Colors of India will soon return. Coming up on Food Trail, kuttu parathas and biryanis. Welcome back. Do you have a gnawing feeling at the bottom of your tummy? Do your conversations begin and end with discussions about meals that you've had? And do you eat to smile? If you do, you're in the right place. Simply follow my example. Muthu's Tamil Nadu Biryani Center is very close to the Tamil Sangam at R.K. Puram. Those who come from this part of the world will vouch for the biryanis they serve here, and those like me who come from the opposite direction are but seekers who have heard this tale.
यहाँ पे सबसे अच्छा जो टेस्ट है ये चिकन बिरयानी का है, और इसके बाद मटन बिरयानी और एक मटन कोरमा जो है, और पराठे भी काफ़ी अच्छे हैं। तो इस वजह से कई बार मैं आ चुका हूँ फैमिली के साथ भी, और अकेले भी जब भी टाइम शेड्यूल से फ्री होके तो तब भी हमेशा आता हूँ।
पंजाबी खाने से तो बहुत ज़्यादा डिफरेंट है। पंजाबी खाने में तो आप देखते हैं कि छोले भटूरे और नान वगैरह होते हैं, बट यहाँ पे थोड़ा अलग तरह की वैरायटी है। आपको हर चीज़ देखने को मिलेगी यहाँ पे अलग किस्म से, और काफ़ी अच्छी टेस्ट करने के लिए काफ़ी अच्छी।
Malai Mandir and its neighbouring areas attract most southerners to R.K. Puram. If they don't live in this area, they visit the temple or their relatives, and Muthu's Tamil Nadu Biryani Center is just around the corner.
Chinu sir, enna special irukku kadaila?
Chicken biryani irukku, mutton biryani irukku, veg biryani irukku, chicken 65, fish fry.
ஆனா இந்த அடையார் பிரியாணின்றீங்களே என்ன அது?
அடையார் பிரியாணினாக்க நம்ம ஊர் செட்டிநாடு பிரியாணி சொல்லுவாங்க. அது வந்து நல்லா சமைக்கிறது தான் பொருள் இருக்குது. அது வந்து நல்லா இப்படி சிக்கன் எல்லாம் வாங்கிட்டு வந்து நல்லா சுத்தம் பண்ணி நல்லா இதாக பண்ணி அரிசி கிரிச்செல்லாம் மசாலா நிறையா போட்டு சாப்பிட்டாக்கா நல்லா சிக்கன் பிரியாணி சொல்லுவோம்.
அப்போ வித்தியாசம்ன்றது இந்த நார்த் இந்தியனோட மசாலாவும் சவுத் இந்தியன் மசாலாவும் அதான் அதுக்கு டேஸ்ட் வித்தியாசமா? நம்ம ட்ரை பண்ணலாம் அப்போ.
बिरयानी 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 चिकन ये बिरयानी
The biryani is cooked twice every day, once in the morning and once again post-noon. This then lines the shop window, mutton, chicken and the vegetarian version.
Wow, the portions are humongous. Huge is an understatement, it is humongous. Now what I have been told that this store runs from 10 in the morning to 10 in the night, and it is always best to come in a little early so that you can avoid the rush hour traffic. The long forgotten taste of Chennai biryani. My, did I miss this thing. Now the portions I told you earlier is huge. A single plate comes with 4 chicken pieces. They serve it with this amazing curry at the side, and even this has a chicken piece, and of course there's the raita. So for 240 rupees, this is not a bad deal at all.
If you prefer some dried fried items, then try their fish fry. They use the surma fish, something unheard of in Tamil Nadu but readily available here in Delhi. Also on their menu is chicken 65, a boneless chicken preparation.
Now this here is the chicken 65, and if you're familiar with Chennai's food history, you'll know that the chicken 65 was actually invented in Chennai in this restaurant called Buhari's. It was then a small place, but today Buhari's is a rather big space. And the chicken 65 has grown beyond Buhari's. It is now known all across the Southeast Asian countries and also in all places where the Tamilians went and settled. So much so that here in Delhi, the chicken 65 at Muthu's is a hot favorite. Now why this name, you may wonder? The reasoning is very simple. The dish was invented in the year 1965, and that's why it's called chicken 65.
Another southern favorite is the parota. Flattened dough made from maida is beaten till it's soft and then twirled to get the right texture. The making of this is an art and it takes years to perfect. The parota is served with vegetarian kurma, mildly spiced gravy cooked in pasted coconut.
हमारे पराठे से बहुत अलग है ताकि उसका रीज़न है कि ये मैदे का पराठा होता है और हमारे जो बेसिकली पराठे बनाए जाते हैं वो देसी घी के और मतलब आटे के होते हैं, तो इसमें काफ़ी डिफरेंट आ जाता है और मतलब टेस्ट भी अलग तरह का हो जाता है और काफ़ी मतलब इन्जॉयमेंट काफ़ी ज़्यादा होती है.
Now if you ever venture out into Chennai during the nights, then the sound of the kuttu paratha maker will be like music to your ears. And for me, when I was growing up there, this was my staple diet. And I'm feeling so very nostalgic sitting here eating this same dish. If it is a little too dry for you, they also have the curry at the side. Now this one does not have the chicken, it's just the veg kurma that they serve.
Onions and tomatoes are fried on a hot tawa, to which they add shredded parotas. This is minced in a rather rhythmic manner before adding the final egg binder.
Great food stories does not necessarily have to come with a heavy bill. Sometimes it is these street side wonders that leave you asking for more. Now, in case you have any interesting food stories to share, then do write to us through our Facebook page. I will see you next week, same time, same show. Until then, take care and good night.